Okay, so this is John, and I'm going to kind of go over my Amazon and go over the PvP event we had this last weekend for Project Diablo 2. Level 92, mostly because I can't be bothered leveling anymore. Primary skills are going to be Jab and Poison Javelin. Uh, Jab generally, whenever people make mistakes, get too close, allows you to run up on them. Plague Javelin is a ton of poison damage and has great range and AoE. As you can see, you generally get a lot of coverage. It lingers, so you're able to move and transition and get people to make mistakes and teleport into your poison. Uh, my generally sitting around 3,200 life. Man, obviously, it doesn't super matter in PvP. Uh, go to the skill distribution. I have 1 point in each multi-shot, guided arrow, and magic arrow, the prerequisite. This is due to a lot of my swaps, which we can go over in a moment. Passive, 1 crit. I'm not full fizz, so it doesn't particularly matter. Uh, Pierce doesn't matter, and 1 point penetrate. Tons of AR and a little bit of neg target defense always helps on the jabs. 13 points and 14 points in dodge gives me an 35% chance to dodge a melee or range attack while attacking or standing still. And what is that? Like 17 points in evade, which is 65 movement speed and 36 chance to dodge evade. Or dodge while melee or missile while running, which I'm doing a lot of. So if you come over here, that allows me to have my 32 FHR breakpoint, which is not the best, but when you have such a high life pool, like I do, which is about to be larger, your chances you get FHR'd are even smaller. You have to take an extraordinary amount of damage to put you into FHR frames. So my mitigation from the tree is A, have a lot of life, 36 dodge, 35% evade. And if we look at my faster run walk is 145, not counting the 65, so it's 110 total. So we'll go over my basic gear. This is Ethereal Titan's Revenge. By far the best weapon you're going to get for this build, which is a perfect ED with enhanced damage IS slam, double jaw, max life corrupted, and Dariel's Visage, 2 skills IS strength. It's also all of your poison res in one item if you go against a poison character. Not a lot of them. Cat's Eye with 1 skill. Once again, faster run walk. The attack speed to get to your next breakpoint, which is 89 for jab and 70 something for throw. And then dex is huge always. These jab gloves can be better for my build. Like realistically, they should probably be like 320s. But I really love the neg 21 target defense and AR flat AR bonus AR. It helps a lot on the jab. BK ring with 5 all attributes. Nature's Peace, 5 all attributes. And also in PD2, the arena, your Oak Sage, or in general in the game, your Oak Sage cannot die. So that Oak Sage is worth a little over 100 life. So when I look at this ring, to me it reads +3 to all my max reses, although the fire one is 2, it's whatever. 5 all attributes, which to me reads +15 vitality, which is 45 life because 3 per vite, plus 100 more flat life with a small amount of flat PDR. Very hard to beat this ring just in general. Over 100 life gain from it, plus the res. And then BK is just once again 46 flat life plus 15 Vita plus one skill, huge. Uh, Dungo's is I just the generic use belt for me. It has a 10 IS for the breakpoint, 40 perfect 40 Vita, and 14 PDR, which is important because when we get up to my Storm Shield, it is a perfect 30 PDR slammed with 6 additional PDR. So between these two items, I am capped on PDR, which means I don't have to find other slams anywhere else. And then Water Walks with a 98 life, just a flat life slam. And then this armor I just got from Donuts. This is Schechter's old armor. It's a +1 skill materials. It's got FHR, ED, min damage, dex, res, jewels in it. Those are probably going to go away for 2 more jaws, because 2 jaws will put my life total. 2 jaws in the armor will put me up to 3,200, and then 2 jaws in the storm shield will put me to 3,550, I think, maybe 3,600, which is a ton of life for an Amazon. Then we go down to the charms. Bunch of four poison life. I think all of mine are 35 or oh, this one's 24. That's hideous. But I'm trying to get all 35s or 34s with the same skin. Fine torch. 84 Annie. And then these are just 20 lifers. And then I have 37, 39, 39, 39, 40. I'm working on getting all 40s, obviously. Swap is a replen life CTA or a lidless CTA. So in the PvP arena in PD2, your cap, it's a hard capped at 30 replen. So between 22 here and 12 here, that's 34. When I'm dueling a caster and I need to replen, I just swap and kite around. As you can see, I move very fast, lots of desync. So this is the basic build. The game plan is throw poison, put people in an uncomfortable position, stab them. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring up the Lucky Luciano was the streamer who has kind of taken up PvP and helped streaming it and bringing more faces to it. And these are my matches from the event, and I'm going to kind of go over, give a small explanation of how each match played out versus how it should have played out, what I did wrong, and how I could have done better.
You are.
So I'm just going to turn this down, get rid of this. I did record the stream myself, but I screwed up and I had music playing, so. So right here, oh, okay. So right here, it's kind of hard to tell because this here, I actually I told Sullen what I was. I prefer to be straight honest with my opponents. I'm not trying to scumbag anybody on, you thought I was poison, but I was lightning. So basically this matchup, this is against Sullen, good friend. This is basically Fire Sork using Fireball, and he lays Hydras to try to put me in dodge and evade frames so that his good hits will hit me. Also, Combustion is probably his best tool. But as you can see, I'm able to basically just physically move faster than his projectiles. And the only way he could possibly have a chance to get me is to catch me in a compromised position multiple times. So the game plan is generally just kind of teleport around or run around, which is almost like teleporting. Run around, throw my poison jabs, um, and play the long game because my replen can generally outpace the amount of fire damage I'm taking, and play the long game. Get him with a few poisons, pressure with a jab, and you'll see I'm basically running him down and taking no damage. Um, so he's probably about a half life here or less. And all I do is throw. And because the way that his build works, he can't off screen me. So he has to come on my screen to do any damage. So I can throw my poison and maneuver in a way which he is going to have to, not have to, he's going to have to play very, very defensively to never get caught in the poison, which basically means he's not going to get to teleport, which is just not, it's not possible in this matchup. So all I can do is just run around, throw poison. Eventually, see he's trying to telestop me with the combustion. And this matchup does tend to take a while just because the movement. Um, so what's going to happen is he's going to get poisoned, get low, and then I'm able to pop a reasonable jab off. Nope, not that. I don't know how to make it go faster. See right here? See, he teleported. I hit him, put him in block frames. Couldn't teleport away. Every time he tried to teleport, got caught. And then we'll pause it there, and we'll go back just a little bit. So see right here. So see, he teleported, was moved to run, and then I hit 2 jabs, which killed him. Very common thing that they teleport poorly because I'm desync. They don't know how close I am, and I'm able to pop up on them and stab them. Same thing for the second. If you notice, you'll see me swap to my CTA, and that's just because more replen makes it easier on me. See, same thing there. Someone got caught by another jab. He cannot punish me. Like there's almost no way for me to get punished in this matchup because 36 evade, 36 dodge, 3,300 life, and 85 fire res. Now, if I had 2,000 life, it would be a different story, but I've focused very hard on getting life. So that was, let's see, Solon. We'll teleport forward a little bit. See, it's basically the same cat and mouse game. He's just trying to figure out how to get me, and then I just run up and stab. So, well, that was that one. Next is against Mars. Mars PK, a good friend of mine.
Amazon, and Mars is on.
Mars is playing his Ghost Fire Whirlwind. So I actually make a pretty bad mistake with my gearing here. I believe I go with my Headhunter setup, which I will go over all my swaps here in a moment. But I assumed that the Whirlwind plan from him was worse than just the poison, or the fire. So I wasn't really worried about getting. I wasn't worried about getting whirlwinded and beat. Um, Mostly because if that was the case, I could just run away and he would have to chase, and then if it's a chase, it's a race, and I win. So Basically, I know his character. I've played against Mars a lot. I know how this matchup goes. I throw some poison. He tries to mind blast me. I charge in and stab. The best part of this, so I'm using Headhunter, so I amped him. So if we go back, let's see, can I find it? So I'll pause it when I so I can show you. So one of the important things with what is with sends is their claw block animation. If you get them to claw block before they teleport, it basically takes them out of teleport. So if you watch here, I go to I throw my spear as he tries to teleport, which takes him out of teleport animation, which allows me to get on with a jab. It's a very common play pattern with Zons versus Sens. Being able to interrupt their teleport frames is huge. So you can also do it with a bow. So if you have guided arrow, you can hit them with guided arrow. It pierces, pierces, pierces. They're gonna claw block once, so they can't teleport, and then you can get on with a jab if you're going uh, pure fizz, which is actually what I prefer to do. I really dislike poison, but as you can see here, he just is trying to tank it, which is not going to work. But you can see I'm lower res and I'm still taking no damage. So you throw the spear and stab. It's pretty. This is a pretty. I don't want to say easy. This is a very reasonable match to just face tank everything. Same thing here. Just run, throw poison, puts them out of animation. Right there, another one. That's just how it's done. So that was Mars. That was my second win. Then we get to the loss. This is versus Topo. Topo, I've played Topo a lot. This is one of I think he's won both the tournaments this season, won tournaments last season. Always very skilled dueler. The biggest problem is the GS choice. We decided to roll. We've played a lot. If we're on GS3, which is a US server, I feel, let's say 80-85% favored. If we're on GS4 or 5, which is Europe servers, I feel like I'm 5% to win. As you'll see in this the way the matchup plays. The problem is, as you saw with Mars, I'm trying to throw, hit, stab. The latency and the ping, because we're on his home server, allows him to teleport before my spear would hit him, which allows him maximum teleportation. I have 85 lightning res. I have dodge evade, etc. All of it. You can see I'm throwing, and it's such a hard throw. I even swatched to Fury trying to just get some pure fizz damage in. It's rough. If we were on GS3, this would have been good for me, but obviously it wasn't. There's not a lot I don't think I could have done differently with this matchup. Maybe this is a matchup where I need to explore more with a bow. Try to, take the 250 life loss hit from the from not having CTA and just try to run outrange with bow. he gets aggressive, tries to telestomp, tries to punish me, then I can swap back and poison. I'm not sure. Like I said, if this was on the US server, I feel great. Euro server kind of sucks, but it's what it is. And every duel is everyone's just like this. I like the other big problem with the way that trappers are set up currently is their passive tree. Lightning skills have a prerequisite and a synergy with Fire Blast. So you realistically need to set up max fire res and max light res and enough FHR. So it's very frustrating. Not a lot I can do. I'm fine losing to a player such as good as Topo. I wish we had a better way to choose server. Maybe it's just first to 3 on US, first to 3 on EU, and then random server. I don't actually know. So this is a double elimination tournament. So I won one and then I lost. Now I'm in
We're covering my entire screen.
Now I'm in the loser bracket, and I'm going actually against the character I'm happiest to lose to. This guy, Nithalot, joined the tournament playing a Cursed Necro, which is not a PvP build, never has been. Basically had a week worth of experience testing in random PvP games and is pretty much pure PVM. It's a Shaco with a Black Hand Key, doesn't have gear swaps for every build in the world. It's very impressive, so let's watch this. So, the biggest problem is these little fucking golems. These golems don't allow me to ever get a good hit in. So, if you notice, he is Dark Pact. So the way Dark Pact works is he applies curses, and then the skilled Dark Pact eats the curses and does flat magic damage to you. If you look at that, my character has 3,300 life, and I have 100 flat MDR. And I'm getting demolished by the damage. Absolutely demolished. Right now I'm just trying to range him. Problem is he can outrange me. He hasn't, yeah. I try to charge, doesn't work. He can basically play this game where he just kind of wanders off and just lays curses and pops me. This is a very, very frustrating match for two reasons. One, have zero experience playing against this because it's a new build, which is super awesome. Two, I realize partway through the duel is that it doesn't matter if I have experience. I think this guy is a pretty hard counter to my build. He's beating me pretty easily with PVM gear. So what does this look like if we get him a +3 skill Shaco, get him with a Storm Shield setup where he has 50 DR and max block and all this other stuff? Like, what does it look like if we juice the build by PvP standards? And I'm glad. I really am kind of happy that PVM guy shows up and crushes me. It's great. I love it. So after that last match, I make a change. I decide to go crossbow. I have a pus spitter. Pus spitter as lower res proc on hitting, which is huge, but it also has 15 life after hit, which really helps me punish the golems. So punishing the golems, I'm against boners, I'm able to generally out heal their bone spirits if we play the same game like we're playing here. So he's playing correctly. He's trying to be aggressive. He's trying to get in on me. I'm just trying to turtle, trying to outrange him. Swap to poison when he gets near. See right there, maybe try to get him to step in the poison. I believe, yeah, see right there, he hit the poison. Poison demolished him because he doesn't have swaps. He's a 1 life, lower resed. But I don't know this, so I can't be aggressive. Um, and I'm not really listening to Lucky on stream because trying to focus on dueling. So we're just shooting, got him. He came in, popped me twice very hard. I think at this point I realize that his life is low, but I can't really do anything because I'm 1 pop away from dying. Firing, firing. So he popped me right there. I think he kills me in this one. Nope, he pops me. It misses. My bow hits him. Very lucky. He should have won that. Same thing. Eventually, he realizes he kind of understands what the match is about now, and he clean sweeps me the rest of the way, which is awesome. I love losing to new builds. So that's the tournament. Topo ended up winning again. He beat Lucky in 2 matches after server choice failure. It's a good tournament. Real quick, we'll go over my swaps because this is kind of one of the big things for any PvP build. In my mind, is your optimal build and then what you have to do to get your resistances, max res, etc. So the way I normally approach this is 1 simple item. It's Headhunter. Headhunter's Glory Troll Nest. So you get amp, so when you jab them, you get extra damage in. It has base fast run walk, has some AR, and then you can get them with good slams. Okay, so this one has max cold res, slam cold res with triple sapphire. So if I just put that on, my res goes from -16 to 121. Then you come over here. I have a cat's eye with max res slam. So right now, nothing else. My build is 121 overcapped, 85 res. But we all know that cold generally has pretty good pierce. So I have a faster run walk snow clash, which gives me another 39 cold res. So it's 160. I believe an average cold Sork I would plan for 100 overcap because they could be using Doom. So that means I need another 30 res, and that 30 res can easily be picked up with these small charms. So basically the same thing works for every element. Boom, boom. 148 lightning res, 85, easy. Fortunately, there's not a good fire belt. I can't put that storm shield on. Oh, crap. Then fire. 102 fire. Then fire's one, since there's not a good fire belt, I have to throw on fire res charms. One of my favorite swaps is the anti-necro swap for bone necros. So if we're trying to beat the bone necro, we just come over here and we put on a Gurk Sanctuary with 3 sockets with triple Mal, which gives me 39 magic damage reduction, 2 15 MDR Dwarf Stars, and then a 15 MDR Demon Hide String of Ears. So where that does, if you come up here, that puts me at 84 magic damage reduction. So the average hit from a Bone Spirit from a Juiced Necro does, before MDR, does about 250 damage. So just by having 80 MDR, I'm effectively negating 30% of their damage. Even better than that is when they use teeth, I take no damage. So that is the basic build. I obviously have charms. I have a bunch of, like terms like this, like 20 life, some res on soft core, or sorry, non-ladder, which will make their way onto this character whenever that time comes. That is the end goal, is to have 10 of each charm, 20 life, 11 res. That's what I'm working toward. Uh, Other swaps, I have this Crown of Ages, which is max fire res. Uh, so if I'm going against a fire druid, I'm able to use Storm Shield plus Crown of Ages. So I do overcap my MDR, or my PDR a bit, but this allows me to have 50 PDR, and this carries all my res as 104 res, and I get max block, which is huge. So then I have this Wild Witch, which is waiting for 2 runes, trying to get some open wounds cheese, and that's basically the build. It's very simple. Main goal is just life, life, life. Uh, Hopefully, we'll have another PvP event coming up in a few weeks. Feel free to join the PvP channel in Discord, or send me a Discord message to join the PvP Discord itself. And hope to see everyone out there. Thanks.